Auburn football has been in a bit of a slump over the last few seasons, but they have still fielded some pretty impressive players. This running back class is so deep and so loaded that there's so many different guys who are flying under the radar and not getting the respect and attention that they deserve in this class. One of my guys in the running back class, and a guy who I think could be an impactful player in the NFL, is Auburn running back Jarquez Hunter. Hunter has been uber productive for the Tigers over the past few seasons, but I still don't believe is getting the respect he deserves in this class. How high could we expect to hear Hunter's name called in the 2025 NFL Draft? That is what we will be going over in today's video. But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon page, where for $5 a month, you guys will get exclusive access to my in-depth draft guide and big board, with over 500 scouting reports and breakdowns on every player I've studied. It's one of the most comprehensive tools on the market, with tons of data, combined pro day numbers, and advanced analytics. I highly recommend checking it out if you guys do enjoy my NFL draft content. Leave a comment on this video and let me know which players you guys would like to see in a future episode, and without further ado, let's take a closer look at Jarquez Hunter. Hunter has been with Auburn since 2021, and he's put up some solid numbers throughout his college career. In 2023, Hunter finished the year with 911 yards and 7 touchdowns on 169 carries. His numbers were solid, and he decided to come back to Auburn for one more season, and he had a really good year. He had 1,201 yards and 8 touchdowns, both of which were career highs, and he did it on 186 carries. He had a solid Senior Bowl week and is a guy who could be a potential sleeper down the draft board. The first thing that really sticks out with Hunter is how decisive he is as a runner. He displays some phenomenal vision. He was quick to dissect where the running lanes were going to be, and he had the foot speed and explosiveness to hit the holes running. He has really good lateral quickness to hit cutback lanes, and I love how decisive of a runner he is and his great vision. Hunter's first step quickness is absolutely fantastic. He shows phenomenal burst with the quickness to explode through holes, but once he hits the open field, he hits a second gear with some really nice open field speed. I am recording this before the combine, but I expect him to run in the 4.4s. When he gets his first foot planted in the dirt, he is fantastic. Some of his long runs or highlight plays are some of the best you will see in this draft class, and I love his speed and explosiveness for the position. I also think Hunter has some of the most underrated contact balance in the draft. In my scouting report, I wrote that Hunter is a human pinball. He bounces off defenders left and right. He's very good at fighting through contact, churning his legs for extra yards, and he's really good at breaking tackles in the open field. He's forced 165 missed tackles throughout his college career, and he has averaged over 4 yards of contact after contact per attempt. He's very unique for a smaller back in just how impressive he is when it comes to breaking tackles. I would argue his contact balance is top 5 in a loaded running back group. My biggest concern with Hunter is going to be his pass catching ability. He's not an amazing route runner out of the backfield, and his hands are pretty hard. He has 6 drops in his college career, and he's not an incredible playmaker out of the backfield. I also don't think he has amazing blocking technique. It got better in 2024, and he showcased some really solid plays in the blocking department, but overall, I felt he was inconsistent in that department. Hunter isn't the biggest running back in the world. He's listed at 5'9", 212 pounds, and he just doesn't have the ideal frame you're looking for in a bell cow running back, which I believe could limit his overall upside in the league. He is 22 years old and has gotten over 500 carries in his college tenure, and he's got a lot of mileage on his legs, and I think there could be some concerns because he is a smaller back and he has gotten so many carries about what his overall ceiling could be in the NFL. The last thing I slightly worry about is there were way too many instances of Hunter getting tackled behind the sticks. For a running back who has such great vision and such great contact balance, it was pretty alarming that he was unable to really get out of the backfield. I know Auburn had a pretty bad offensive line in 2024, but Hunter has got to do a better job in the backfield of setting defenders up, because I know he has it in his game, but this has been an issue that I noted even in my summer scouting, and he's got to get better at it. Jarquez Hunter is a really fun runner. He's not perfect, but he's explosive, has great long speed, and he knows how to make guys miss and bounce off of contact for extra yards. There will be concerns about his versatility, his ability to make an impact on passing downs, and what his overall ceiling could be in the league, but I do think he is going to make plays, and he's my number 18 running back in the class and my number 200 overall prospect. In terms of a scheme fit, I think Hunter might be used best in an inside zone rushing scheme with his vision and his ability to hit rushing lanes with his explosiveness. He brings some upside when it comes to running between the tackles that not a lot of these smaller running backs bring, and I think he could really impact the game in an inside rushing scheme. I want to give a shout out to my good buddy Dom C for helping me with the comp on this one, but Jarquez Hunter reminds us both a lot of Michael Carter from the Arizona Cardinals. He's not a fantastic receiver, but he's really quick, he's good through contact, and has some solid shiftiness as a perfect fit for a zone rushing scheme. I don't think I ever viewed Jarquez Hunter as being an RB1, but as a number 2 or number 3 back, similar to what Carter has been in the NFL, I could see him having a nice impact. Jarquez Hunter is a human pinball. He's really good at fighting through contact, and he's got some really nice juice as a runner. I think he can certainly be a nice rotational back in the league, and ultimately, I believe that Jarquez Hunter will be a day 3 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.